Midnight.
7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You want to know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNH-LP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed resonance. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
It's 1 a.m., all I can feel is chocolate and tears and lies you keep, secrets that you'll take to the grave. I should be asleep, thoughts are racing my mind. Can't keep the peace, so can you tell me why? Trust me when I say it's getting harder to miss you now. Pack my stuff, I'm going now. All I want is to see your shadow fade. Stop the car and I drive away. Finally broke out of your cage, 'cause something wasn't sitting right. All they phone calls at night. Talking won't do you good, saying you're misunderstood. I got more without you now. I got more without you now. Can't keep the peace, can you tell me why? Trust me when I say it's getting harder to miss you now. Packed up my stuff, I'm going now. All I want is to see your shadow fade. Stop the car and I drive away. Finally broke out of your cage, 'cause something wasn't sitting right. All they phone calls at night. Talking won't do you good, saying you're misunderstood. I got more without you now. Without you now. Without you now.
That is WIN, Without You Now, Sofia Gillani. And that is the newest single. And we're going to play something more of hers in a little bit after we talk. But now hopefully she's with us because sometimes when we Skype with people across the pond, it doesn't always go smoothly. Sophia, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, awesome. I got nervous. You said this was your first time using Skype. So you are now officially initiated as a Skype user. By the way, so am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, you are, Sophia.
Okay, wonderful. And it's Gillani?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Very good. Yeah, I really like the track. It's catchy. And we're also going to play a little bit later after we talk for a little bit. We're going to play Levels, which I believe was your previous single, which I also really, really love. So great stuff. Whereabouts are you? Where are you from?
Right now I'm in Surrey, in England. So like the countryside bit of England.
Yes. Very nice. Is that where you're from originally?
I was actually based in London originally, but now I'm in Surrey at the moment for the summer.
Oh, okay. Why for the summer? Is it just better to get out of the city?
I just love the countryside, man. I always, like to think, I think it makes me think clearly when I'm in the countryside and, I get to see family and, see all the pets that we have and stuff. It's nice to reconvene after like being in the city for so long.
Yeah. Does it help you creatively? Do you find yourself writing more music when you're there and able to kind of relax and get away from the city?
Yeah, I think the hustle and bustle of the city is great, but also when you're like in that really calm mindset, like sitting in a field or just like, doing really simple activities like walking, like for fun, it's like, I can really take this time to myself and think about what I want to write about, what I want to produce. So it definitely does give me fresh perspectives and new messages that I can put in my songs. Yeah,
I can understand that. Even, here in the United States, a lot of people will tell you like, we're on less than an hour away from Boston. And I've had a lot of musicians from Boston or musicians I've talked to from New York City who, they love being in the city and the energy of it and being around all these creative people and whatnot. But sometimes you just have to get out to kind of clear your head. And that's when some real creativity can sort of come in.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the city, it's very diverse. There's so many different sounds. So the city is great for like that music community. But when you want to really kind of produce music and write and just kind of concentrate on yourself, I definitely think that the countryside is the way to go.
Yeah. Now is WIN, how long has that been out? That's relatively new, correct?
Probably like 1 or 2 months old.
Oh, okay.
Baby, love WIN. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Has that been played on American radio before now?
Not really, actually. I think this is one of the first ones. So thank you for supporting me.
Excellent. No, happy to do it. Now, do you have a full album out or are you just releasing singles at this point?
Well, at the moment I am releasing singles, but I'm putting them all the singles that I've released and like a few extra ones into this project called Pieces of Me. It's, it's such a cute little, it's not an album, I would say. It's like a project of all the songs I've already done, like just a recollection of my start to music. And I've been doing a few HMV performances. I've got a few coming up later this year in Basingstoke, Brighton, Winchester. It's going to be cool. And I've already done some just now in Woking and Guildford and in Portsmouth, which is really cool.
It's interesting how, we live in a time where musicians use a number of different approaches in terms of releasing music. And a lot of the people that I talk to now, because I'm old enough to remember when it was a standard thing, you put out an album and then release a series of singles. But now what a lot of musicians are doing, and it sounds like this is your approach, is releasing a series of singles, which eventually become an album. So the process has become kind of inverted. But I think the advantage to doing it that way, and I don't know if this is part of your strategy, but I feel like the advantage of doing it that way is, you're continuously giving your audience new music instead of making them have to wait and wait. And, we do live in a culture now with technology, with the internet and social media and everything where you kind of have to feed that machine, right? In order to maintain that engagement with your audience.
I think, the music industry at the moment is very, very hustle and bustle. So when you do release those singles, it's always, something new. I feel like an album for me right now, if I did it completely full of new music and just release an album, it's really, in my opinion, heavy unless it's got like some sort of storyline, or if I really feel like I need to like release a full album. But you know, it's very formal, and I think doing singles is fun, it's playful, and with the Digipack album and the record store performances, it's just a nice way of me being able to put out loads of music and stuff and still be able to constantly express myself, but not have it in that packaged album, kind of way.
Right. And also with releasing singles, just one at a time, you can really kind of give each single the full attention that it deserves. You can make a video, you can make a lyric video, you can make a fully produced video. You can do all kinds of things with it. You can use it however you want to in terms of social media. Whereas when you put out an album, you can't really, you'll release singles from an album, but you can't give every single track on that album the full attention from a marketing standpoint, from a social media standpoint that it may deserve. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah, and it gives it a bit of breathing room as well. When I release a single, it's like the only thing I talk about, the only thing I promote. Like, physical copies are important as it's all digital, but with the Digipack and the tiny little project with all the singles in it. But when I do release single after single, it's nice to be able to promote that one single on my social medias and talk to people about it in interviews and, just give it the room it deserves. So yeah, definitely agree.
You referred to physical media as well. So I'm curious, here in the United States, physical media is still very much a thing. Vinyl has really had a resurgence, especially over the past decade. I think 2022 vinyl for the first time actually outsold CDs. But we have guests on the show too who still put out CDs. Not all, some of them don't. But I'm curious, what is it like there? Is physical media still an important part of all of it? And do you release these songs as CDs as well, or have you ever put out vinyl, or do you just focus on doing it digitally?
I right now at the moment it's all like Digipack album pieces. It's just CDs, but we are definitely thinking of branching out, into vinyl. But right now we're doing it one bit at a time with the Digipack to me. I think it is very important in the UK as well to have that kind of fun CD physical copy, because when people see it, they're like, oh, this is a part of like an era of your life. This is part of your music. And while we could definitely branch into other things, I do want to take it one bit at a time, because as I'm always, on this journey. Vinyl is important, CD is important, but right now it's just, CD.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you record? Do you work with a producer, or, a lot of people now, again, we live in an era where you can do it all yourself if you want to. What's your approach? What's your process in terms of recording?
So my dad was a musician, so he would release all the time. Yep, he was. And so we had that, that's originally what kind of started my music career. We had that equipment at home. And so starting with the career, we would literally just do it in our conservatory. We'd set everything up and just record at home. In terms of producing, I have worked with producers before. I'm actually good friends with them. But, the songwriting process, most of the process actually when creating my songs is, individual. It's me, and I do most of it at home.
Wow. Well, you had a great start, right? That's pretty cool having a dad who is he still active musically, your father?
Yes, he is actually. But he's given a great deal of support to my music career as well. Like, he's always kind of motivated me, and he's taught me very valuable life lessons in music as well, which have definitely helped me progress and, do things such as release a Digipack and stuff like that.
That's wonderful to have the support of your family. That's great. And of course, to come from what about your mom? Is she also musical, or?
She's not but she's always the number one biggest fan, filming at all the gigs, all that good stuff.
That's great. No, I'm sure they're very proud of you, and it's great to have that foundation. I think that because not everyone has that, obviously. So I think that's remarkable. What's kind of the future? What's the future trajectory for you? Are you going to obviously? So this single's still pretty new. Do you have another one that you're planning on releasing soon, or are you still just kind of focused on continuing to promote WYN?
I'm definitely gonna give WYN the summer, but in September, I'm actually thinking of releasing a new single.
Yeah.
It's called Visions. I'm very, very excited for it. It's actually it's quite different from this song. It's more like methodical, a lot more harmonies. It's something I've been working on for actually quite a while, so I'm excited for that to come out.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we'd love to be the first American radio station to play it when it's ready. If
Absolutely, I'll give you the exclusive and everything.
fantastic. We love to do that. So that's great. Are you playing out a lot? Do you play a lot of live shows?
Yes, actually, summer's been jet-packed. I've been doing festivals. I just actually finished Hazelmere Fringe Festival, was playing main stage. That was so fun. Just doing a few London gigs, all that good stuff. Really been playing. But, now I think for July and August, I'm going to enjoy the summer. And then later on down the line, I'm going to be doing some more record store gigs, promoting Peace with Me, just on that grind.
Yeah, excellent. Is that still a big thing there? It seems like in America, maybe in big cities they still do it, but it seems like in America, record stores, I mean, they still exist certainly, but the in-store promotions where artists come in and play live in record stores, it seems like that's kind of a thing of the past to some extent. Is that still really popular there?
Oh my God, definitely, because it kind of works like two ways. You do a performance in the record store, you're not just promoting yourself, but like people can come into the store, listen to it. I feel like record stores nowadays, people, like especially teenagers, because we all want to go back to the old stuff. When we go into record stores and we hear those live performances, it like reminds us that we are all part of a community. And so me doing those record store performances, not only like, it's fun to meet other people who love like music in general, love promote my music, but it just creates this like really beautiful culture of just promoting music, listening to new genres, and exploring the community.
I think in your video for Levels, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's it looks like there might be a clip in there of you performing at a record store. Am I wrong about that? I feel like there was something in the video for Levels where it looks like you're in a store.
Yeah, I think I am at one point. I mean, we wanted Levels to be like this really fun, article gig, we're on those different levels. So there probably is something in there, but there were so many gigs in that video. I remember doing like, there was one with crazy lights, and we just wanted that one to be really playful. Yeah.
No, it's a cool video, and I really love the song too. That's the one that we're going to play at the end of our conversation. Great track. Catchy as hell. It was, after I listened to it, it was just stuck in my head for like hours.
Yeah, literally all the time. They're like levels.
Yeah. Very good. Well, Sofia, what should people know about how to find you online? And obviously, we have listeners here in America who I'm sure want to check you out, keep up with what you're doing, get access to your music and so forth. What should people know about how to find you online?
So I'm literally on majority of social media platforms. On Instagram, I'm Sofia.Anisa.Gillani, and on like YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, all streaming platforms, I am Sofia Gillani. So yeah, especially the Instagram, Sofia.Anisa.Gillani. Go on there. It'll be the most updated social media platform for any gigs coming up, any new songs, the one in September. There you go. Excellent.
Hey, and before we play this, is there anything we should know about this song, Levels? Anything special you want us to know about it?
It's such a vibe. I think when I made it, it was just for fun. It was just, I did write it in the spring, so I was, going into summer. Everyone was excited. Mm-hmm. So, you listen to it, just bop, man.
It's got that vibe. I know what you mean about, in the spring going into summer. Definitely. Sofia Gillani, we'll let you go and we're going to spin this, but thank you so much for talking with us today. And yes, definitely when the next single is ready, let's do that. We'll have you back on. We'll spin the track, and really looking forward to that. Great stuff. Love what you're doing, but thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. This has been so lovely.
All right, Sofia. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that is Sofia Gillani all the way from the UK, Skyping in, and let's give this a listen. This is called Levels.
pearls dripping out for me. I got my inner peace, select a breach, spill the tea, follow with my arms, recipes. No time, just lay it down, drop it out, ready, set in pounds. That's just the right amount, the floor can bounce, never end. Flowers in mail bend, maybe they just need to send for me. Got it on my own, no rush from me. Time keeps ticking, I don't need you slipping. And we on them levels, 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 levels. We on them levels, levels, levels. Oh, we got nothing other than space for peace, space for me, space for us. When we on them levels, 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 levels. We on them levels, levels, levels. Call it love, but don't you wait. There's only so much you can take. So here we go again, fresh and fair, money in the air. Morning stars above, move past that, done this and that. What's next for me? I'm hungry for the vibe of that, yeah, the vibe of that. I got my mastery, a piece of meat, a diamond peach, pearls dripping up for me. I got my inner peace, follow with my heart's recipe. Just lay it down, drop it out, ready, set in pounds. Blessing just the right amount, the floor can bounce, never end. My rules if they don't bend, maybe they just need to send for me. Got it on my own, no rush from me. Time keeps ticking, I don't need you slipping. We on them levels, 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 levels. We on them levels, levels, levels. Oh, we got nothing other than space for peace, space for me, space for us. When we on them levels, 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 levels. We on them levels, levels, levels. Call it love, but don't you wait. There's only so much you can take.
In times of crisis, you need a law firm that stands by your side. With over 40 years of experience, Craig & Getsoulis is dedicated to fighting for your rights. As former state prosecutors, our attorneys have the knowledge and trial experience to provide an aggressive defense against any charge, from DUIs to homicides. If you've been injured, our compassionate team will assess your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Serving all of New Hampshire, Craig & Getsoulis is here when you need us most. Visit CraigGetsoulis.com or call 603-555-1234 for a free consultation. Craig & Getsoulis, your advocates, your allies.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry. Located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
When it comes to keeping WMNH on the air and your own personal or business computer needs, trust Groland Computers. Located on Elm Street in Manchester, Groland handles computer repair, virus removal, and custom-built systems. Are you looking for budget-friendly options? Check out our selection of fully inspected used computers. We offer tailored on-site solutions. No unnecessary expenses here. Visit Groland.com or call Groland Computers at 603-645-0101. Your tech, your way. Trust Groland Computers.
Midnight.
7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You wanna know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNH-LP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed resonance. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Trapped inside the void, I cannot feel myself. My soul is failing me again. There's nothing left this time. The constant cease of life. Every ounce of me is drained.
I really like that a lot. That is Freeze. That is new from Bullet to the Heart. Great band from Chicago. They've been on the show with us before, and I believe we have Audrey Queen from the band with us on Skype. Hello.
Hi, we also have Draven DC.
Draven DC is with us. Hello, welcome back.
Hey, what's going on?
Were you both on with us last time? I think you were.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Hey, I love that track, and we're also going to play Fight at the end of our conversation. But yeah, welcome back to the show. And Jenny and I are both really big fans, and I love these. I love these songs. When did we have you on? It was more than a year ago, right? Probably maybe a year and a half ago, the last time we talked.
I think it was about a year ago, because about a year ago we released Death Oddities and Romance.
Yes.
Okay. So what's been happening since then? Obviously, you've created some new music, which we really like. But what's been going on with Bullet to the Heart? Give us an update, if you will.
So we've been writing new music. As you heard the new track Freeze, and we have Fight. So we have a new EP coming out. We're also working on some new music. We parted ways with Tom Monroe due to his mental health. He felt it was better for him to step away, and we gained a new member, Six, who is our resident demon right now. And we're writing new music, and we're getting ready to do our headlining show at what? I'm sorry, Draven. Our headlining show in West Dundee at Rock House on August 17th, and and that's what he was trying to say. He's trying to tell me, and I was like, what? We're getting ready to go out on tour. We're confirming tour dates right now for middle of October to early November.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was it difficult with the change? Obviously, with Tom leaving and Six coming in. I mean, was that sometimes? I mean, I've played in a lot of bands, and sometimes when there's a change in members, it might go smoothly, it might be seamless, it might be difficult and challenging. I mean, what was that like for Bullet to the Heart?
It was challenging, but overall it went very smoothly. I mean, Tom was the one that approached us and said that he wanted to step down, and he wanted to make sure that him stepping down, we had someone to take his place so that, we weren't left without someone. But overall, we sat down, we had a serious conversation about everything, and we parted ways on a very good note. We still love him very much dearly as a friend. We try to do anything to help him with his mental health journey and what he has to go through. So it wasn't horrible, and Six has been a longtime friend of Draven's, so it just made sense for him to come in because he was helping us do a lot of things anyway. So
yeah,
the transition was smooth, and everybody's on good terms.
Yeah, I mean, I know that when you're doing what you're doing at your level, because you're obviously very busy. A Bullet to the Heart, it works very hard, and if somebody's struggling with it, I mean, it's good that he had the maturity and the sophistication to see that he needed, because as you said, he approached you. So that couldn't have been easy for him. And obviously too, when you've got a lot of momentum, when you've got a lot going on, you don't want anything to slow you down, and you certainly don't want to be the one causing everything to slow down either. So it's good that you are all able to maneuver that together, and that you're still friends, and onward and upward you go. So that's good. Are you playing a lot of shows? You mentioned you've got the tour coming up. Have you been playing a lot locally as well recently?
So we actually slowed down a little bit this year because of the member swap. We really took time to write these next couple songs, and we're going out and doing this headline show, and we don't really necessarily like to headline all the time.
Yeah.
So we're doing it with a purpose, and we're pumping a lot of production into this album release show. We're doing full lights, video screens, props, the whole shebang, so to speak. And because of that, we're doing the same thing with the tour. So last year we did 6 or 7 tours or something. And this year we're only going to do one, 4-week one, just because we're going to be a little bit more production based, a little bit more prop based.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of just doing one big one with a purpose. So we're kind of slowing things a little down, make sure that we kind of nail our craft and that we're doing stuff correctly. You know, we don't want to overdo it this year.
Yeah. It makes sense to me that you're adding a lot in terms of production, because I think that your music kind of, you listen to a song like the one we just played, Freeze. And if you're listening to that and you don't know anything about the band and, you're just kind of letting your imagination take you wherever, if you think about what it must be like live, it seems like you would expect there to be some production there. It's not something you would expect to, you just walk into a bar and you see a band just playing a song like that, because the song is so, it's intense. And our friend Miriam Banish in the chat room says that she really likes it. She said it sounds kind of eerie, but it sounds like something that demands some sort of visual production to go with it. So I think that's great that you're doing that. Has that kind of always been a goal for the band? Have you always wanted to be able to do that?
Yeah, we've gotten asked before in other interviews and other shows, etc. Because we started doing the production stuff kind of when Breathe came out.
Yeah.
That's when she kind of really got into a character, and we showed all this dark imagery and kind of story stuff. And it's a lot to do. I mean, it costs a lot of money. It's a lot of time conceptualizing how it relates to the music. And we did it a couple times live. We really on the when we went on tour with Yngwie Malmsteen, we were playing big theaters, and because we had the theaters, we were able to dress up and do the Revenant, the vampire thing when Revenant dropped. So we were able to do this vampire thing. We were able to connect it to a couple things on stage, and we kind of really enjoyed that. And a lot of people ate that up. So we were how do we do that again, but now with this new song? So we came up with these characters and did all this stuff so that it could connect not only to the music, but the theme and the story that we're trying to convey.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, has the process changed with, well, actually, let me ask it this way. The new songs, the songs that we're playing today, were these done with Six, or were these originally done with Tom?
So they were started with Tom.
Okay.
He never made it to final tracks though, but they were written with Tom.
Okay.
And then when we got Six involved, he definitely amped up the sound a little bit. He's a little bit more of a technical musician. So we were like, oh, let's heavy this up. Let's make this atmosphere darker. Let's change it up a little bit. I know in the song Fawn, which will come out August 2nd, right before the EP drops, he added this breakdown part at the end. So there's a middle breakdown that's pretty heavy. He does this weird off time breakdown that we all had to learn in the song. So he kind of added that kind of stuff, just a little bit extra sauce, if you would, on the songs.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Is it different playing live with him, or is that kind of this, is the vibe different at all, or?
I would say a little bit. He is also he's also done vocals before in bands, so he definitely the harmonies have added a depth. Have added a depth to the music and to the live show. He's also helped us kind of rewire some of our equipment, tones and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of that has definitely helped.
Yeah.
And overall, I think we have a better sound.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I love the new tracks. Jenny was showing me a video too. It might've been, was it the video for Freeze? Is there a video for that? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That was the one Jenny was playing the other night. And she was talking about how, I don't remember, I don't think I've watched all of them necessarily, but is there a red door in every video, or is that a theme that you guys have?
Yes. So the red door symbolizes the realms that these trauma demons live in, and our main character is going through these different realms trying to face her trauma head on and heal from it.
Okay. Oh, it makes sense. Is that kind of a theme? Is that also a theme with Fight as well as Freeze? Because we're going to play Fight in a little bit. Does that kind of carry over? Yeah.
Yeah, so Fight is the one that kind of started the red door. You'll see in the beginning of the video, our main character goes through the red door, and then she finds herself in the first trauma realm, which is Fight. And then at the end, we see the red door again that will transition into the freeze trauma realm. And then at the end of freeze, you see the red door again. So it's going to transition to another realm.
Okay. I like it. Yeah. So there's a story. That's cool. Yeah. I seem to recall from our previous conversation too, we talked about how part of the, I don't know if mission is quite the right way to put it, but part of what you're trying to do with this band and with your lyrical content is, there's a lot of talking about people dealing with issues, people dealing with problems and trying to work through them and using your music to try to kind of reach people that way, not just be, this loud, heavy band that, people can enjoy, but you really get something out of it that's helpful and useful and applicable in their lives. And I mean, am I correct about that? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. And that definitely translates into, obviously, the newest EP, Trauma. I wanted to take the trauma responses, each one, fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And I wanted to kind of touch on all of those trauma responses and how someone would react in those trauma responses. But then I also wanted to add my own trauma that I have gone through. I recently, in December, was diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So I really wanted to showcase, because I had always dealt with mental health, but I never had dealt with my own mental health. So I'm finally getting there, and I wanted to show the world that, it's okay to not be okay. And we all go through trauma, and we either come out on the other side strong, or we come out with some sort of mental illness, and it's okay. You are stronger than that, and you can heal from that. And how you deal with what's going on, you should come first in your life. Your mental health, your physical health, you should be a priority. So if you feel like you are not okay, there are resources for you to reach out to, for you to get help. I mean, we really need to keep pushing towards that, like, mental health is the most important thing. So I wanted that to come across in this new EP, Trauma.
Yeah, that's great. Do you ever hear from people who listen to your music and they pick up on that and they talk to you about it, like about their own trauma?
Yes. So it was really prominent when I remember back when Breathe came out. We had a lot of people approach us on tour about that, because that one was about mental health and addiction. And I had someone recently, one of our Bloodline members, come forward and talk about like his trauma and how his mother ended up passing, and our music basically got him through that and showed him that, I'm not alone in this world. There are people that understand me. And then it led him to reaching out to other Bloodline members, and he ended up getting so integrated in the community that he was like, you guys really helped me. And that, I think that's like our biggest mission, is like to connect people and be like, look, you aren't alone. People are dealing with what you're dealing with. They may not understand it, but they want to be there to help you. And the response has just been so good and so overwhelming, just like it always has been. And like the continued love and support is just like, this is what we live for. It's just the love and the support.
Yeah, no, that's remarkable. I commend you for doing that. Is it challenging to write lyrics from that perspective, or does it, I don't know if maybe it comes naturally to you, but you're dealing with heavy stuff here. Is that challenging?
It lately it has been a little challenging, but also I've just always, since I was young, I always wrote poetry, and I always was looking up like different words and definitions that could describe. I was always trying to figure out like what was going on inside of me. So it was kind of like a natural ability to put what I was feeling to words. But sometimes that is difficult, because as much as you want to like tell people like, this is what's going on, it is hard to face yourself and be like, there is something wrong. And it's hard to kind of tell other people about it, but that's something that I'm working through. But I mean, at the end of the day, I always tell myself, maybe this song that I wrote from my perspective will touch somebody else, and they'll think about their perspective and be like, if she can talk about it, I can talk about it, and I can be seen and I can be heard and I can get help. And that might, you know, honestly save somebody's life. I recently got a semicolon tattoo because, you know, continue your story. Your story is important no matter who you are. And maybe somebody someday wants to hear that story and maybe it'll help them. So just live every day, and you never know, like, the possibilities or the potential that you truly have.
Yeah. Well said. You mentioned Bloodline members. What is that?
So our little fan base, we call them the Bloodline. We have a song called Bloodline, and that's basically about all of our fans. Like, you guys are the reason why we continue. You're the bloodline. You pump blood into our hearts, and it makes us full, and it makes us want to just continue on. Like, our fans are the reason why we do what we do. Because if we didn't have fans, I mean, I love making music, but I don't want to make it for myself. I want to make it for other people. I want other people to be touched. So we call our fan base the Bloodline.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, we have a group on Facebook that you could join. There's like a couple questions just to verify you're not like a bot.
Yeah.
But the community right now, we're like 570 something members strong, and it's a great way for people to connect, talk about the music, talk about other music, talk about how they feel. I know a lot of people within the community have reached out to each other and not only become friends, but also like really close friends and borderline family at this point. Everyone's been able to lean on each other for certain stuff because, you know, life goes, man. And we know personally, like some of our fans, like their parents have died or friends have died, or they've gone through something traumatic, whether it's a diagnosis or something else. And they've always been able to connect in that group. And we're always there answering the group as well. So it's very cool to see a community grow, not just from like a business perspective, but for a community, like for themselves.
Yeah, that's excellent. That is fantastic. I'm really glad you're doing that, and love what you're doing. Love the music, love the songs. And I love the whole, like I said, the sort of mission of it, I think is fantastic. Well, in a moment, we're gonna wrap up and we're gonna play this other track, Fight. But I also want to make sure that, because you do have a lot going on, what should people know about how to keep up online with everything that Bullet to the Heart is doing in terms of releasing music and playing shows and everything? What should people know?
So the easiest way to keep up with us is to go to our Facebook page. There's a link tree, and if you click on that link tree, it will take you everywhere that we are. We're on Twitch, we're on Patreon, we have a merch store, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. It literally will take you everywhere. It's your one-stop shop on how you can keep up with Bullet to the Heart. We're most active on Facebook and Instagram. We do have a TikTok, and buying merch is the easiest way to support us getting out to a show, and then subscribing to Patreon, because we got a lot of behind the scenes that you might be missing out on.
Yeah, excellent. And I encourage people too, go on YouTube, check out the videos. The videos are really, do you do all that yourselves, or do you have a production team that you work with? The videos are amazing.
Yeah, so I kind of co-produce and co-direct. I also conceptualize a lot of this stuff, but we work with Akash Hans. He's a pretty big name out in Chicago. He's actually one of my close friends that I actually work with, because I do production work with him as well.
Yeah.
But he just loves making movies, man. That's his goal. So when we try to do these music videos, it's not just a music video; it's a cinematic experience.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I work really hard to like really nail that in. And Six has been a great help as well, because he's also got that creative production brain. So when we were doing something like Freeze, like we had to take down the music video aspect. Like there's not a lot of playthroughs. There's no drums. There's no guitar stuff in there. It's just Audrey raw with some cinematic stuff. And he was a good help with that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I encourage people to check those out. They are really amazing. And, so we're going to end with this track, Fight. Anything we should know about this song specifically?
So Fight is it's about the fight trauma response. It is in your face. It is you fighting, you ready to go.
Aggressive. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it. Well, thank you both. Of course, Audrey Queen, Draven DC. Sorry. Really wonderful to talk with both of you today. Like I said, I love what you're doing. Jenny and I are both big fans. And our friend Miriam was commenting in the chat room too, how much she likes you. So we'll have to do this again in the near future because as you're releasing new music, and I love this whole concept with these tracks. So we're going to play this, but I'm going to let you both go. But thank you again so much. Really appreciate talking with you today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That is Audrey Queen and Draven DC and their band Bullet to the Heart. Great stuff. Check this out. This is called Fight. And if you are listening live on Saturday, we have more to come in the third hour. So don't go anywhere.
In times of crisis, you need a law firm that stands by your side. With over 40 years of experience, Craig and Getsoulis is dedicated to fighting for your rights. As former state prosecutors, our attorneys have the knowledge and trial experience to provide an aggressive defense against any charge, from DUIs to homicides. If you've been injured, our compassionate team will assess your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Serving all of New Hampshire, Craig and Getsoulis is here when you need us most. Visit CraigAtZulis.com or call 603-555-1234 for a free consultation. Craig and Getzulis, your advocates, your allies.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH. Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
When it comes to keeping WMNH on the air and your own personal or business computer needs, trust Groland Computers. Located on Elm Street in Manchester, Groland handles computer repair, virus removal, and custom-built systems. Are you looking for budget-friendly options? Check out our selection of fully inspected used computers. We offer tailored on-site solutions. No unnecessary expenses here. Visit Groland.com or call Groland Computers at 603-645-0101. Your tech, your way. Trust Groland Computers.
Midnight.
7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You wanna know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.